Welcome all. Today we are going to discuss about the pressure sequence valve. So basically, sequence valve is used in the hydraulic circuit for the sequential operations. So now let us understand the construction of the sequence valve. Sequence valve consists of one valve cavity. In the valve cavity, there are the several number of ports. First is pressure line port, secondary port and drain port. There is a spool spring adjustment with the adjustable screw. We can set the pressure by using the adjustable screw. The movement of spring will cause the movement of spool. That is, you can change the sequence valve from normally closed to the normally open by moving the spool by using the spring. The movement of spool is controlled by the pilot line. A drain port is provided to remove the oil from the control chamber. Now let us understand the working of the sequence valve. So initially, sequence valve is in the normally closed condition. As you can see, the spool movement is in such a way that it restricts the flow of oil from pressure line to the secondary port. In the normal sequence valve operation, the oil cannot transfer from pressure line to the secondary port because the secondary port is getting blocked by the spool. Once the spool is getting in the upward direction, there will be a passage from the pressure line to the secondary port. So for the particular application, we have to set the sequence valve pressure up to certain limit by using the adjustable screw and the spring arrangement. So initially, the oil is transferred from pressure line to the pilot line. After the certain set limit of the pressure, the oil is getting more pressurized, and this pressurized oil will move the spool in the upward direction. Once the spool is moving in the upward direction, there will be a passage from pressure line to the secondary port, and oil will transfer from pressure line to the secondary port. The spool movement is controlled by the pilot pressure, and this pressure we have to set for the opening of the sequence valve. The drain is provided to remove the oil from the control chamber. If you don't provide the drain, then there will be a blockage of oil in the control chamber and you will not get the smooth movement of the spool. Now, this is the ISO symbol of the sequence valve. All the constructional features are included in the symbol of the sequence valve. As it is normally closed type of valve, you can see normally closed type of valve. Internal pilot is provided. So here you can see the internal pilot. Adjustable spring is provided. So here you can see the adjustable spring with drain. Adjustable spring with drain. So for the smooth operation of the sequence valve, we have to use sequence valve in the combination of check valve. So this is the internal pilot type of sequence valve. You can also use the external pilot or remote pilot type of sequence valve by using this opening. So this is the symbol of remote operating sequence valve, remote pilot operating sequence valve. So basically, sequence valve is getting on off due to the set pressure and the spool movement. Then we will see how we can use the sequence valve for the particular application. In this particular application, our task is extension of cylinder A. After extension of cylinder A, there will be a extension of cylinder B. That is in sequence. After complete extension of cylinder A, there will be a complete extension of cylinder B. And if you switch the position of DCV, that is, if you switch the position of direction control valve, after full retraction of the cylinder B, you will get full retraction of cylinder A. This is sequence valve 1 and sequence valve 2. Now let us understand the working of this circuit in the all three positions. Consider DCV is in the first position. So oil from the tank is getting pressurized by using this hydraulic pump. Hydraulic pump is operated by the motor. Pressure relief valve is there to limit the pressure, or it is the safety pressure. Normally it is closed. After higher pressure or after safety pressure, it will get open. But for the normal operation, pressure relief valve is closed. Pressure gauge is there to measure the pressure of pressure line. Suppose DCV is in the first position, then oil will transfer from first position to the piston end of the cylinder 1, and also oil will transfer to the pressure line to the sequence valve 1. As sequence valve 1 is normally closed, oil cannot be passed from this sequence valve 1. So the only way to pass the oil is piston end. As per the Pascal's law, oil will exert the pressure on the piston and the piston will move the piston rod, and you will get the extension of cylinder A. Once the extension of cylinder A is getting completed, the back pressure will exert on the piston end of this cylinder A, and this back pressure is getting transferred to the, through this line to the sequence valve 1. For that particular back pressure, we have to set the sequence valve. Once the sequence valve pressure achieved, this back pressure will open the sequence valve 1. Oil cannot be transferred from this check valve. As you can see, we have attached in the opposite direction. So the only way to pass the oil is sequence valve 1. After extension of cylinder 1, the back pressure will cause to open the sequence valve 1, and you will get the oil to the piston end of the cylinder B. And this pressure will exert a pressure on piston of the cylinder B, and you will get the extension of the cylinder B. The oil from the rod end will transfer to the tank. In this way, for the first position, you will get extension of cylinder A will cause the back pressure. This back pressure will open this sequence valve, and after sequence valve, you will get the extension of cylinder B. Now for the center position, you will not get any kind of retraction or extension. For third stage, the oil will transfer from rod end of the cylinder B. The oil will transfer from rod end of the cylinder B and sequence valve 2. As you can see, the sequence valve cannot be open until the back pressure is created by the cylinder B. Once the retraction of cylinder B is taking place, because we are sending the oil from the rod end of cylinder B, the oil from the rod end of the cylinder B will cause the retraction of cylinder B, and this retraction will cause back pressure. This back pressure will open this sequence valve 2, and you will get the oil in the rod end of the cylinder A. This oil in the rod end of cylinder A will cause retraction of cylinder A. Hence, for the third position, you will get retraction of cylinder B will cause back pressure of, and that back pressure will open the sequence valve 2, and that pressure will do the retraction of cylinder A. So in this way we will get the retraction of cylinder B. After retraction of cylinder B, we will get retraction of cylinder A. So here are so many permutations combination you can use by just switching the position of piston end and rod end. For example, if you switch the position of piston end and rod end of this cylinder A, that is, instead of piston end, if you attach this port to the rod end, you will get retraction first, then extension of cylinder B, or you just change the position of rod end and piston end of the cylinder B, so you will get extension of cylinder A and retraction of cylinder B. So here you can use so many combinations to use the particular application. So this is the sequence valve we can use for so many applications like clamping. Thank you.